My name's Ashton. I'm here today to tell you a little bit about Ashton's Angels. It's an early childhood education experience that will offer a safe and energetic environment for all our angels. They will absorb all the essentials to prepare them for their journey in their educational career. We will be a partnership. It will be myself and Angie. We both have very extensive backgrounds in early childhood education. I have worked in the early childhood education industry off and on for the past 10 years. Angie currently operates an in-home daycare, so we both know the essentials of what it takes to provide loving and caring environment for all the children that may enroll in our haven. Now, we will serve dual working families as well as single working families that both parents have to work in order to provide a loving, healthy life for themselves and their children, as well as single parents who don't have someone else to work with them, so they have to work to provide that stable life for their children. And we will also accept the government assisted program for those who have to work to provide that stable life for their children but can't necessarily afford childcare. We want to encourage all families to enroll their children into our daycare so we can love them and provide an early childhood education for them that will prepare them for their journey throughout their educational career. Now, we will follow a very strict educational-based curriculum. We will offer a gluten-free and organic menu, and we will provide monthly progress reports to all parents so they can kind of see how their angels are doing while they're in our care. And we will treat every family equally, and we will treat them as they're part of our family, because they will be. Our mission statement is to provide a safe, stimulating, caring, and developmentally appropriate environment for children ranging from 6 weeks to 13 years of age. We will house committed early childhood professionals who work towards educating the whole child. They will take advantage of every teachable moment that happen in a day-to-day by fostering the intellectual, creative, social, environmental, emotional, and physical growth of our angels. We will inspire a lifelong commitment to learning. We will treat all of our angels and their families equally, no matter their economic level, their religious background, or their ethic background. To the guardians at Ashton's Angels will treat everyone with the same level of fairness and respect. We will have a zero tolerance for any guardian that is mistreating an angel. In the event a guardian is treating any of our angels unfairly, they will be immediately terminated. We oppose at all times any form of discrimination, oppression, or exploitation of any of our angels. The expectation of our guardians to maintain personal and professional integrity. We expect them to develop skills and knowledge in order to work with confidence and to work cooperatively with co-workers. We are all a family. We are a family with all of our co-workers. We are a family with all of our children, and we are a family with all of our children's family. And we expect all of our employees to follow that. We believe very strongly that in order to offer the best experience to our families that have their children enrolled in our center and to the children themselves, we all have to work together, and we have to be we have to be good role models. We expect all of our guardians to be outstanding role models to all of our angels. They will have these little eyes watching their every move, and we expect them to provide a positive influence to all of our angels. We will respect the dignity of all of our angels. We'll look out for their health and their safety. That is one of our number one priorities, is to make sure all of our children are safe and healthy and fed with a healthy educational experience. We will value the diversity of each child and the family and their family. We will honor the wishes of all of our families as long as they do not compromise the health and the safety of our other angels. We will provide tools to enable personal growth for our angels and their families. We will train our guardians to the best of our abilities, and we will strive to create an environment where everyone feels happy, accepted, and engaged. Again, we will offer an all-organic menu. We pride ourselves on the fact that we will have an all-organic menu. With today and everybody being so health conscious, we really, really believe that providing an all-organic menu will help our angels stay healthy for years to come. And we really do help to possibly promote an all-organic or semi-all-organic menu into the homes of our angels and their families, and to, help them understand the benefits of having an all-organic menu. And we will be actively involved in supporting and developing our local community. And we will engage our families to also be actively involved in the community. We will be operating in the service industry, and it is one of the fastest growing industries. So it is a very competitive industry. But we are very confident that our haven will offer parents an experience that they won't get at other havens. We will encourage children from the ages of 12 months. We will encourage children from the age of 12 months to 13 years to be learning, to embrace the knowledge that we can provide them. And one of the ways that we will be, I don't want to say better because one of the things that we will offer our families that some of the other child care centers in our region don't offer their parents is we will create an app specifically for our center so that way their parents can log on to this particular app, and it will actually log into our cameras, because we will have cameras in every room and outside, and their parents can see their progress throughout the day or see what they're doing, see how they're being treated, and just kind of keep an eye on their children. When you're a parent, you don't ever want to be away from your kids, but sometimes there's things in life, like a job, that you do have to be away from your children. So we have implemented this app and the security system so that way these parents will physically be away from their children, but they can also be keeping an eye on their children so they won't feel like they're that far away. We know that in Texas alone, there are 9,439 other child care centers. So like I said, the industry is quite large, and we hope and pray that we will be able to offer the best experience that will keep bringing families into our haven for years to come. Some of the things that we will strive to do are have at least 85% of all angels that are enrolled in our pre-K program to be reading an approved list of sight words before they graduate our pre-K program and move on to the kindergarten. We do hope to have a full roster of 163 angels enrolled into our center within the first 5 months of operation. And we will have 100% of our 2-year-old angels potty trained before they move to the 3-year-old classroom. Within the first 2 years, we hope that we will have we will have the percent of angels, pre-K angels, reading the approved list of sight words go from 85 to 95%. And in the within the 5th year of operation, we do hope to expand Ashton's Angels to surrounding cities. Maybe Hallettsville, maybe Cuero, Gonzales, Schulenburg, a couple of towns in the surrounding areas, Edna possibly. We do hope to have Ashton's Angel Centers in a couple of these different towns. We'll say at least 3 towns within 10 years. So within the first 5 years, we do hope to have another Ashton's Angel Center opened in Hallettsville. Will probably be where we want to start the second Ashton's Angel Center. Now, I've said before, we will offer an all-organic menu, which is one of the things, like I said, that we really pride ourselves in. And we will have cameras in every classroom, as well as the entryway and outside. So, again, the parents can always see what's going on. And we can also monitor from inside our office how the teachers are taking care of the children, and just keep a close eye on things so we don't have any mishaps. And we will also have an opportunity for teachers and parents to work together to better their children's educational experience. We want to work very closely with all our parents. We want to encourage them to not only just pick their kids up and take them home, but pick their kids up, take them home, and keep not feeding them with knowledge to better them in life and society. Now, it will take quite a bit to get our center started. We are going to have a very beautiful building with a very beautiful playground for all of our angels, because everyone needs a little outside time here and there, and we want our children to not only learn but to also have a good time. We want them to want to come to daycare. We don't want them to not want to come to school. I say daycare, but it's an early childhood center. It's like an early school, So we really want all of our angels to want to come to school every day. So we will also offer fun activities as well, outside time, and we will work very closely with our angels, and we will have performances for their parents here every month, every other month, so then that way their parents can see the growth that they have, the growth that their children are going through from the day of enrollment to the day of the presentation. We will have a director, which will be myself, and my partner, Angie, will be our assistant director. We will have 7 different classrooms. We will have a baby room, which are going to be children from the ages of 12 to 17 months. We will also have a toddler room, which are going to be, the infant room will be children from 6 weeks of age to 12 months old. The 1-year-old room will be angels that are 12 months to 17 months of age. And then our toddler room will be angels that are 17 months of age to 24 months of age. Once they leave the toddler room, they will go into the 2-year-old room. 2-year-old room will be children that are 2 years of age, which is 24 months, to 36 months of age, which is going to be 3 years, which is when they will be potty trained and they will progress to our 3-year-old classroom. Now, we will implement learning from 6 weeks of age to 36 months. Our 3-year-old classroom is kind of like our pre-kindergarten. It's where we will really start implementing reading and, introducing words. I know it might take some angels a little bit longer, but that's why we will start introducing things like that in our 3-year-old classroom. And then once they move from our 3-year-old classroom, you will have our pre-K classroom, which are going to be children that are 4 to 5 years of age. And then once they are out of our pre-K classroom is when they will be going to kindergarten, and they will be awing all of their kindergarten teachers because they are so far advanced, because they have spent from 6 weeks of age to 5 years of age at Ashton's Angels, learning from 6 weeks of age to 5 years of age. And once they leave Ashton's Angels to go to kindergarten, it's not over from there. Because once they leave kindergarten and their parents are at work, they get to come back to Ashton's Angels and see all of their favorite guardians and all of their friends that were in younger classes, because they can enroll in our after-school program. Now, we will work, like I said, very, very closely to be family with all of our families. So, our chain of command basically will be the director. The assistant director will obviously report to the director, and all teachers will report to the assistant director and the director. They don't ever have to feel like they just have to talk to the assistant director and they never get to speak with the director, because like I said, we will be a family. Everybody will be able to talk to everybody about anything. And so will our parents. And the parents will also be able to have a very close relationship with myself, the director, and Angie, the assistant director, as well as all teachers. We do have some competition in our region. A couple of our competitions are going to be our Head Start programs, or a couple of daycares in our region that stand out when I'm doing my research and getting everything together to start our center. Our centers such as Kiddlywinks Play Care Center, A+ Kids Care Learning Center, and also family members. Because some family members feel like it's less of a financial burden to just leave their children with other family members. But we'll remind all of our families that it may be a financial burden to leave their children with family members. However, they more than likely will not receive a full educational experience at home with other family members as they would in our center. And some of the daycares that I mentioned, such as Head Start and Kiddlywinks and also A+ Kids Care, they don't offer organic menus. They offer processed foods and juices and milks. And I'm not saying we won't provide juice, but it will be all organic juices. Freshly squeezed orange juice from an organic orange, or freshly squeezed lemonade from an organic lemonade, or lemon, I'm sorry. And as well as apple juice and everything else. And we also will offer daily logs for every classroom, not just the baby room. A lot of centers, they offer logs for baby rooms, so their parents, or infant rooms, so their parents will know that this is the last time that their infant ate, or this was the last time the diaper was changed. However, we will offer logs for all of our classrooms. Yeah, it may sound like it's going to be hard, but our guardians will be able to do it. And this will basically, once they get a little bit older, it's not going to be as in depth as the infant room will be like, oh, this is the last time they ate, or oh, this is the last time they went to the bathroom. It's not going to be like that. What it's going to be is basically, it's going to be a log of, okay, so we worked on these colors today, or this is the letter that we worked on today. And so then that way, the parents will know, okay, so they're trying to teach my child that this is the color blue. And they'll be able to implement that at home and work with their children at home on the color blue, or the letter A, because we're Ashton's Angels. So they'll be able to not forward this learning experience for their children at home. And that's basically what our daily logs will be like. Or if and obviously if one of the angels may have been having a bad day and, was a little sad or a little sour towards another angel, the log will also go ahead and let the parent know of that. Or if they had a wonderful day and they were being an extra great helper and they went above and beyond and were showing an abundance amount of respect, we will also go ahead and let the parents know these things. We don't want to just let parents know about negative things. We want to influence all the good behavior in our angels as well. And we will also do a monthly progress report. So at the beginning of the month, we will kind of go over what we're going to learn for the month, and then we'll send that home with our parents. And then at the end of the month, we will send home a monthly progress report to let the parents know what their children exceeded in and what their children might need a little bit more help in, so then that way they can help them at home. And most of the centers in our competitional region here stay open till like 6:30. I think there may be like 1 or 2 centers in the region that stay open past 6:30. However, we will stay open till 7 o'clock. And we will be working, it won't be right away, but we will be working towards opening at least one Saturday out of every month to allow our parents to drop their children off and have a parent's day out. Or, if they didn't get all their shopping done during the week and they really don't want to have to deal with the hassle of getting the children in and out of the car and going to the grocery store and being, Mommy, can I have this toy? Mommy, can I have that toy? They can always drop their angels off with us and they can go and take care of whatever they need to take care of. So that won't be implemented right away, but that will be something that we will be working towards, is opening at least one Saturday out of every month. And maybe after we do that, and if it's a success, then we will open 2 Saturdays out of the month and, see what works best for our parents. We want to work with our parents and make their lives just as easy. And so some of the benefits that we will offer is that we will, like I said, we will work with each parent so they will know their angel is progressing at a rate that is academically acceptable for their age. We're not going to push any angel to learn something that may not be acceptable for that age group. We will have done extensive research on what each age should be learning, and that's what we will implement into their daily activities. And like I said again, we will offer a very healthy all organic menu. It is one of the things, like I said, we do pride ourselves in. And we just really want to do whatever we can to progress all of our angels' intellect. Like, we just want them to be very successful, not only when they go to kindergarten, but all throughout elementary, all throughout junior high. We want to have our parents look back and say, my child became successful when they started at Ashton's Angels. My child graduated with straight A's because they started their education at Ashton's Angels and they worked super hard to progress my child's intellect from the time that they were 12 months old. So now I've got a child that graduated with a 4.0 GPA and got accepted into Harvard. And I really think that was because I enrolled them in Ashton's Angels when they were 12 months old, and all of the guardians worked super hard to make sure that my child was intellectually challenged every day. Now, I keep saying we're going to work closely with our families because that is one of the things that we will always do. We don't want our families to just drop their kids off and leave and then just pick their kids up and then leave. We want them to be very involved in things that we do at the center. We want to be involved with them. We want to be able to have a very close relationship with all of our families because having a close relationship with the families will show the angels that we truly do care, that we're not just there to babysit them throughout the day. We're there to love them, care for them, and feed their intellect. Now, we will work overtime to have the success rate of 95% of our pre-K children that graduate from our pre-K class to be reading sight words. We want them to go into kindergarten and already be able to read the sight words that they're going to be given. So then that way they're ahead and they can help other friends that may not have the advantage to be enrolled in Ashton's Angels. We will also provide our families, like I said, with information to help their children learn at home, like the daily progress reports. And we will also have educational trips. It's one of my exciting, I get very excited about it. We'll have educational trips for our children. We will take our children to places such as the zoo so they can learn the different animals. We will not only just take them to the zoo, we will show them the animals, and we will be goofy and make the animal noises. We'll be like, the tiger goes roar, or the cow goes, well, there's not cows at the zoo, but if I was to do a tiger and a lion, it would probably sound the same, because I'm not, but, the pig that goes oink oink, we will teach these children that. Or the tiger is furry, and, we'll have a little book that has fur on it. So, yes, they're looking at the tiger and they're seeing the tiger, but they'll have this book and they can also feel like what furry is, so then that way they're associating tiger with fur and soft and cuddly, but tigers aren't cuddly, but you kind of get where I'm going with that. And then also the colors, orange and black, we will educate them on all of these things. We'll also educate them that you can't cuddle with tigers, and that tigers are very mean if you get in their cage. But that's why they're in cages, or in Africa, way far away from Ashton's Angels. Because I don't think we'll expand to Africa. That'll probably be within 30 years. We'll get there one day. So I get very excited about the educational trips. We'll also take trips to places like the educational gardens and, let them see what environment looks like, and the butterflies and the flowers, and also places such as the Children's Museum, which I'm very excited about because they're opening a new Children's Museum. I'm not exactly sure the date, but I have seen that, and I'm very excited about that, because hopefully by the time Ashton's Angels is in operation, the new Children's Museum will be open, so we'll have lots of fun trips there. And kind of about our pricing, our pricing will vary, like I said, on the age of the child and how many children each family enrolls. We will start with an enrollment fee. Every parent will have to pay an enrollment fee of $30. It's going to be a flat rate. No matter how old your child is, it will be $30. However, if you enroll 2 angels, like if you have 2 children,